Hello, my name is Philip, and this is another Xcode 6 tutorial on how to set up an IB outlet. In this tutorial, we will discuss not only how to set up an IB outlet, but also how to view relationships between UIs and the coding in general in a few different ways. So, for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to start a new single view application under iOS in application. We can name this whatever we want, but I will name this IB outlet. The language is Swift and the devices will be universal, and we will not use core data. Alright, we will go to main.storyboard. Okay, so before we get started here, we will want to have some more room to look at this because we're going to be pulling up something else to do this. So if you want to get rid of the navigator and the utility section, then you can do that by using these buttons up here. So this hides or shows the navigator, and this hides or shows the utility section. And just FYI, this button down here, this hides and shows the console or the debugging section. So now that we've done that, we have a full screen here of the standard editor with the initial view controller over here. And we will want to pull up something called the assistant editor, which is this button here, which kind of looks like a tuxedo. So if we press this button, it should bring up the assistant editor, and this is actually the viewcontroller.swift file, which you can also access right here in the navigator. So they're the same thing. The difference is that with the assistant editor, you can actually create IB outlets. You can create relationships directly between the UI and the code. So to do that, make sure your view controller that you want to create a relationship with the code is selected, and then hold down Control and click and drag from your UI into the code. Now, depending on what we want to do with this UI will determine where we place it in the code, but for now, we just want to create a relationship, so we'll just place it up here. So I'm just letting go, and then this pop-up comes up. So for now, we just want to make this an outlet. Outlet connection is not really necessary, so you can name this whatever you want, but I'm just going to call it view controller. The type is a UI view, and the storage we can say now is strong. Connect. Alright, now if everything went successful in connecting these two, then this little circle here should come up. And when you mouse over the circle, it should show the UI that you want it to be connected highlighted. So everything, appears to be connected well now. And if you want to delete this, you can. But it appears that the button is still showing. So even though you've deleted that code, there is still a connection, and you'll have to manually go in and get rid of that. And you can do that by right-clicking your view, and when you right-click your view controller, you can see all the different connections that it has. So in this case, it only has one connection, which is just a standard referencing outlet, which is what you would use to reference in your code when you wanted to make it do something. So if we want to get rid of this, we would have to go in and delete this, like so. So now that that circle is gone, and there are no more connections. Now you can also view the relationships in another way. If you open up your utility section again, make sure your view controller is selected. Let's close out of Assistant Editor real fast. Alright, now if we have our view controller selected, and then if we go over to the connections inspector, then you should be able to see that there are no referencing outlets here. So if we hadn't gone in and deleted that one when we right-clicked on it and deleted it this way, then it would show up over here as well. So this is just a way for you to easily see a bird's eye view of just all the different relationships that there are, and this is a way that you can easily sort of remove them or change them however you want. Alright, and I think that will sum up this tutorial. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. And thanks, see you next time.